holidays are here, and you might think it's time to figure out decorations or gifts. But for us here at E, we're just trying to figure out what movies to watch.
And here to help us go over the holiday season's most anticipated films, it's Fandango correspondent and our friend, Nikki Novak. Welcome back to E. We're so happy to have you.
So excited to be here.
I feel like there's one movie on everyone's minds. Let's say it together. 1, 2, 3.
Wicked! Okay, now it was voted #1 on Fandango's most anticipated holidays movie survey. Take a look at Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande talking about their decision to sing live while making the film.
It was an immediate no-brainer for Cynthia and I. We both were like, well, of course we're singing live.
There's something special about what happens when music is live in a room.
So if you can't find me to the western sky.
Wow, wow, wow. Okay, Nikki, these two are expected to be absolute powerhouses during award season. What do you think their chances are, and do you think the live singing helps or hurts?
I think they entered the race at just the right time. November is perfect, but I think that the fact that they're a triple threat, you've got the singing, dancing, acting, the fact that they're singing live and you really feel it in their performances, and two really different performances. Ariana is like a powerhouse. She's quirky, she's fun, she's funny, a lot of physical comedy. And then Cynthia is very like soulful and quiet. And I think together, and they're gonna be campaigning in different categories, by the way. So they could sweep if they both won. It's a really tough season for actors, but they both definitely will be nominated and talked about.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you're right, the perfect timing. You know what's really crazy is that Wicked was the second best-selling movie in pre-sale tickets, I read.
Yes.
But it's so crazy because a lot of times we see Broadway musicals kind of struggle when they transition to the big screen. But why are people so into this?
I think this feels like an event. It feels like more than a movie. You have this feeling like, I can't miss out on seeing this. You've got one of the biggest pop stars in the world playing an iconic character. It's the second biggest Broadway musical of all time. And it's, to be honest, music you want to hear. Sometimes it's not always the case. It feels like musicals can feel a little creaky. This feels very current. And then John M. Chu, who did Crazy Rich Asians, knows how to throw a party. I've seen this movie. I know you've seen this movie. It's like incredible.
Phenomenal.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so Wicked was #1 on the most anticipated, but Gladiator II was right behind it.
Yes.
Why are people so excited about that film?
Well, I think #1, they both open on the same day, so you have a potential Barbenheimer 2.0 situation. We're calling it Wicked, but look, I mean, this is 24 years after the original. Sir Ridley Scott's doing it again. The first one won an Academy Award, but you have Denzel Washington killing it. He will definitely be nominated during award season, could potentially win his third Oscar. You have Paul Mescal, brand new gladiator in this, but you also have gladiators fighting sharks. The first one did not have that. We have sharks. And we have sexy men, which if that's your thing, then you know.
Well, it's so crazy because in an interview with Empire, Denzel Washington said that nowadays there are very few films left for me to make that I'm interested in. You like to read between the lines. Is he saying that this might be one of his last films?
I do not believe that for a second, because let me tell you, watching him in this film, he is having the time of his life. He's chewing up the scenery. He's a shoo-in for a nomination, like said, or a sandal in this case. But he is incredible in it. I think he's gonna do a little bit of Broadway next year. He'll do some Broadway and then he'll come back. He just wants to do the right projects, but he also loves to tease us.
Speaking of the right projects, one thing is for sure, if there's a Nicole Kidman movie,
we're seeing it.
We are seated for it. Take a look at the trailer for Baby Girl.
If we're gonna do this, we need to set some rules that you and I both agree on.
Did you order this?
Starting with, I tell you what to do and you do it.
And if I don't?
Get on your knees.
No. What?
Get on your knees now. Is that what you want?
Okay, I know a lot of people are saying an erotic thriller for the holidays, but I kind of love these kinds of movies. How are audiences responding to this?
The way I did when I saw it, like this. I was fanning myself. I saw it at a critics screening. I was like, why am I watching this movie with critics? I need to see this with somebody special, because it is the hottest movie and it's opening during the holidays. But here's what I love. The tagline for this Christmas, get exactly what you want.
Oh,
I'm like,
yes.
And Nicole Kidman, when she plays Rich, nothing better. She's got the coat, even though there's sexy scenes. When she arrives in the boardroom with that coat.
I'm sorry, has
Power.
Nicole ever played not rich?
That's a good point.
Come on.
I love it.
Now, folks have been eagerly anticipating Timothée Chalamet's transformation into Bob Dylan in the new biopic, A Complete Unknown. And based off the trailer, it's easy to see why.
If anyone is gonna hold your attention on stage, you have to kind of be a freak. Yeah, you can be beautiful or you can be ugly, but you can't be plain. To keep her from the howling wind.
When's the new album out?
Soon. 200 people in that room, and each one wants me to be somebody else. And they should just let me be.
Let you be what?
Whatever it is they don't want me to be.
Now, your ears do not deceive you. That is actually Timothée singing. Nikki, tell us about this transformation.
Oh my gosh, and it sounds like Bob Dylan.
Yes.
But he's been preparing for this singing role. Remember Lil Timmy Tim on YouTube? He was a rapper. Then he sang in Wonka. This is the moment he's been waiting for, but unbelievable how he sounds like Bob Dylan. He also revealed that he did talk to Austin Butler about playing Elvis and sort of got tips when they were working on Dune together, which is cool. But he said he really channeled Bob. Like, he loves that sort of spirit of not being boxed in. I feel like Timothy does that in his roles. He reminds me of like a young Leo. I think he's just so talented.
He really is so talented.
Yeah.
Now, if you're wondering what films to take your kids to, you have two great options, Moana 2 and Mufasa.
Yeah, and these are both animated films based on Disney. You know, what can families expect?
Okay, so families can expect a lot of nostalgia. So if you love those, both have brand new stories. Mufasa's an origin story. Both new music. Lin-Manuel Miranda is doing Mufasa. And then you've got 8 new songs. The Rock's going to have a new anthem like You're Welcome. And then Blue Ivy is making her acting debut
and
in
Tina
Mufasa.
Knowles will be on that carpet. Nikki, thank you so much for joining us.
You're so amazing. Can't wait to go to the movies.